book their ticket to the final on Sunday, on Tuesday.
You know who I watched this one with? A friend of the program.
Who's that?
Sandra O'Toole, my mom.
Oh, yeah. Did you say, what a game?
Yeah. A lot of questions being asked.
I'll bet, yeah.
England playing in its first semifinal since 1990 and third overall, looking to make the final for just the second time. Croatia looking to make the World Cup final for the first time in its history. The goal sends England fans back home into a front. They love throwing that beer in the air. It's in Hyde Park, where over 30,000 watch the game. Similar scenes all over England. This is one of England's largest sports bars. Flares going off inside. His fourth ever World Cup goal ties it. Croatian fans, yeah, they're going wild back home. Zagreb, Croatia's capital, flares going off everywhere. This was the scene in deadlocked after 90. They needed extra time. Come on, our nerves. Super Mary Mandzukic, the hero, his second of the tournament. Right now, that's the biggest goal in Croatian soccer history. Sends them to the final for the first time, surpassing their incredible run to the semis in 1998. Just the seventh team to reach the final after trailing in the semis. Heartbreak for England. Instead of their first final since 1966, they're off to the third place game. Croatia will be the sixth team to appear in its first World Cup final against a team that previously won the World Cup. It's Croatia and France, while England has now lost each of its last four major tournament semifinals since winning the World Cup 52 years ago. Yeah, we've got it. Croatia, France, World Cup final gets underway Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on TSN and CTV. Before that, though, England's going to play for third place against Belgium. Belgians, with a win, will secure their first top three finish in their history, while an England win would be its best finish since they won it all in 1966. That's on Saturday.
So a sad day for England and a sad day here at SportsCenter with Jay and Dan. Not because we were picking sides, but because our graphics guy, Nico, had already put together this sweet pic of us and the Queen. I hope someone's pouring a nice hot toddy for Her Majesty to help her cope with the semi-final loss. Meanwhile, also in England, Canadian Milos Raonic was in the quarterfinals at Wimbledon, facing Big John Isner, the two biggest servers in the tournament. Isner edging Raonic for the most aces with 135 through the first four rounds. Early first set, Raonic getting the leg wrapped. He's battled injuries all season, really the last two seasons, after Raonic held serve up one love. Rips home the return winner. A rare mini break against the Isner serve. Raonic still up, mini break 2-1, fires off back-to-back aces, adding to his tournament total. Sixth straight set between the two to go to a tie break. And Raonic takes the breaker 7-5, firing 14 aces in the set. After Isner took the second, 2-2 in the third, following a pair of Raonic double faults. Break point, Isner. Raonic into the net. First break given up in the last 8 sets between the two. Isner takes the third 6-4. That's actor Ben Affleck. Raonic getting more treatment in between games in the fourth. On serve, tied at 2. Raonic serve and volley is into the net. Clearly laboring. Same game. Break point, Isner. Raonic will put another volley into the net. Raonic just one career win in 4 matches against Isner. Falls down a break. Now 4-2 Isner. Raonic will attack the net. Slips and takes the ball in the lower back. Missed opportunity for Milos Raonic. At Wimbledon, Isner takes it in 4 sets, 7-6, 6-7, 6-4, and 6-3. He still has a terrific head of hair. Federer has won his last 32 sets at Wimbledon dating back to last year, 3 away from breaking his own record. The Raj facing Kevin Anderson. Arfed went up an early break in the first, the 8-time champ laying down a beautiful drop shot. Anderson reaches that, but Federer will go up the line. Federer's won 29 of his last 30 Grand Slam matches. He takes the opening set 6-2. Anderson up a break in the second, a 3-1. Federer will just drop this one in. Federer breaks back. Set goes to a tie break. The Uniqlo guy up 5-3. Deep return. And then huge forehand. Roger Federer takes the breaker 7-5, then up 5-4 in the third. Match point for Roger Federer. Shanks the backhand. Anderson fights it off. He holds serve. Next game, Anderson break point. Huge return. Anderson takes the third set 7-5, snapping Roger Federer's set streak at 34. On serve in the fourth. Watch Anderson's slice just die when it hits the grass. Really? Federer 266-2 when winning the first two sets of a major, but he's forced to a fifth set here. No tie breaks in the final set at Wimbledon. Federer up 7-6, has Anderson in a 15-30 hole. Anderson, the passing shot. He had 65 winners. He holds. Next game, Federer serving a 30-all. Anderson clips the net cord. Federer chips it, and then the volley. Federer holds as the match passes the 4-hour mark. Now 11-all. Federer serving. Double fault. Setting up break point for Anderson. Lunging return. Federer finds the net, so Anderson can serve it out. Now match point.
And that's it. Anderson's come from 2 sets down.
After 4 hours and 14 minutes, Federer is out, failing to make the Wimbledon semis for the first time since 2014. It is the 6th time in the Open era a #1 seed is lost in a major after holding a 2-love set lead, and the 2nd time that it's happened at Wimbledon. It is also the 5th time Federer's lost in a major after holding at least a single match point. And it continues. The ladies' semifinals on Thursday at 7 a.m. Eastern on TSN 3 and 5.
On Monday, the Toronto Star's Bruce Arthur on Twitter called the Toronto Blue Jays' official song, OK Blue Jays, a national shame. To Bruce, I say this: that song is a national treasure, and one of the only things most fans remember about going to a Blue Jays game. So leave it alone. Okay, Brucey?
Bruce tweets so much, I think he just forgets what he tweets.
Blue Jays closer of their 2-game series against Atlanta. That's Sam Gaviglio making his 10th start. Second inning after already giving up 3 runs. Freddie Freeman, RBI single to right. Freddie Freeman, dual citizen, makes it 4-zip Atlanta. Gaviglio's the winless in his last 8 starts. Killers lead singer Tyler Flowers, RBI single of his own up the middle, 6-0 Braves. This is that Knight Rider music that terrifies me, playing in the background of these highlights. Gaviglio's night is done. He's charged with 6 runs, all earned over just an inning and 2/3. 21-year-old Ozzy Albies just named to his first All-Star game. Seriously, this music stresses me out. His mom actually asked him to hit home run for her in this one. Bottom 6 makes his mom's wish come true. Ozzy Albies does. Belting a solo shot, makes it 7-0 Braves. Albies hit nearly 500 during an 8-game hit streak, so his teammate Ronald Acuna cools him off. Next inning, bases loaded for Devin Travis. What?
Fly ball deep to center field. Get up, ball. Get up. Get out of here.
Travis's 3rd career grand slam. Toronto mounting a 5-run inning. They cut the deficit to 2 in the 8th from the opposite side of the plate. Albies gets his 2nd of the night to straightaway center, giving his mom not 1 but 2 home runs. Whew, I made it.
Let's keep it going. Can we keep this music going? Does it have to stop?
No, it does not have to stop.
Perfect. Chris Sale. This is perfect music for him. Averaging 11 strikeouts a game in his last 6 starts. Gets the line of Shields, Nomar Mazara, and Joey Gallo. To end the second, 1-0 Boston in the 5th. Sale gets Gallo at 100 miles an hour, and Ryan Rua at 99 miles an hour. And then DeShields chases 8 Ks through 5. Chris Sale, tall and thin, bottom 5, pitching for your Texas Rangers, Bartolo Colon. Shaped differently. 2-1 for J.D. Martinez. Rips one down the third base line. That'll score both runners. Martinez leads the majors with 79 RBIs. 4-0 Boston after 5. That's more than enough for Chris Sale in his 200th career start. Gets Robinson Chirinos. Gets Gallo again. Gets Rua 98 miles an hour. We're in the 7th. Sale 12 Ks, extends his own MLB record, and Boston wins their 9th straight.
Still the cup. Don in the blue and white. Leafs fans get their first look at John Tavares wearing the Maple Leaf jersey. Next.
New York City FC, Montreal Impact. Less than 5 minutes in, Victor Cabrera, fighting for a header, clashes heads with Rodney Wallace. Had to be wrapped up. His forehead was bleeding. 20 minutes later, cross headed away by Cabrera, but he's annoyed by the bandage and he sends it to the ground. Here's a look at the bandage on the ground. 60th minute, Jesus Medina with a rocket for his third of the season. Yeah, that's Vic Rauter on the call.
He had the opening. He took it.
Montreal's 4-game win streak is over. I'm going to go to baseball now.
Can we get Vic on this show, producer Tim?
Yeah, we want to book him on the show. Tim, can we do that? Phillies and Mets. Maybe you've never seen this before. Runners on first. Jacob deGrom pops up the bunt. Maikel Franco lets it drop, goes to first. Carlos Santana picks it off, flips to Cesar Hernandez, who's covering the bag. Ahmed Rosario then caught in a rundown. It's a 5-3-4, 6-4 double play. And it ends the inning for the Phillies. Meanwhile, deGrom, a 1.77 ERA over his last 10. deGrom struck out 7 over 8 strong, allowing just 5 hits, dropping his ERA to 1.68. But with all of that,
make it a bad one.
He picks up another no decision. The Mets' last 2 wins have both been walk-off home runs. Brandon Nimmo on Wednesday. Third straight walk-off win for the Metropolitans. An epic Wimbledon quarterfinal matchup between Rafa Nadal and Juan Martín del Potro. No better way to get into it than another edition of our popular segment, Are They Related? Today's edition is inspired by James Burry, who said on Twitter today, I'm not sure if Jay Onrait or actor Johnny Lee Miller look more like Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. So let's see this. Let's see how I match up. And Dan, I have to admit, James may be onto something.
That is the closest Are They Related we've ever had.
Just have to accept it. It's true. Number 2, Rafa Nadal, taking on Juan Martín del Potro. Rafa, a perfect 5-0 in the quarters at Wimbledon. Early 5th set.
What a point in center court.
What a point from Del Potro. Ending a 23-shot rally. Later, same game, Del Potro puts the smash wide. Nadal tracking into the crowd.
There's no more space for Nadal to run to.
Yeah. Del Potro takes the point, eventually winning a wild, nearly 11-minute game. 2 games later, Nadal double break point. Slips hard on the turf. He'd be okay, and still has a chance to break. Very next point, Nadal, 19-11 all-time in 5th sets. Crushes the backhand. Rafa drawing first blood in the decider. He's up 3-2. Now 4-3, Nadal. Del Potro, desperation dive, finds the net. Del Potro coughed up 3 break points in the game. Now nearly 13 minutes into the same service game, Nadal a chance to hold, and he will bend the forehand down the line. Just a beaut. Just a game away from the semis. We're jumping to match point. Del Potro's turn to slip on the grass as Nadal ends the 5-set classic, advances to the semifinals. Del Potro's run at Wimbledon comes to an end. 4 hours, 47-minute marathon. And so our semifinals in the men's singles look like this. It's Nadal and Djokovic in one semifinal. Djokovic, by the way, 26 and 25 in his career against Nadal, so obviously very evenly matched up. And John Isner has the matchup career-wise against Kevin Anderson. Looking forward to seeing those matchups. We're heading over. This is sponsored by World Cup of Noodles, by the way.
Had some noodles tonight. Delicious.
What kind of noodles did you have, Dan?
I don't know, pasta ones, long ones. Wasn't spaghetti, it was maybe linguine.
Okay. This has been Noodle Talk.
John Tavares, how about, I saw this all over the social media on
Leaf
Wednesday.
fans are happy.
Took part in a Maple Leafs hockey school event Wednesday, giving Leafs fans a chance to see him on the ice wearing the blue and white.
Everyone's talking about Austin Matthews, the way he was looking at him.
Yeah, we've got a shot of that. There he is. Nazem Kadri wasn't there. He's playing in the NHLPA golf tournament.
I'm not even sure why that's an issue, really. You love having three great centermen who are scoring 30 goals a year. Wouldn't everyone love to have that problem?
Summer, we're finding things to talk about.
We got to find things to talk about.
Now for the rest of the stories you need to know. It's time for the Jay and Dan newsreel. The Leafs have signed Freddie Gauthier to a 2-year, two-way deal. The NHL salary carries an average annual value of $675,000. Gauthier had 1 assist in 9 games with the Leafs last season. So, like we said, we're looking for things to talk.
Well, it's a two-way deal. Gauthier, 18 points in 57 regular season games. 8 points in 20 playoff games with the Marlies. They won the Calder Cup.
Yeah.
The Calgary Stampeders have left wide receiver Eric Rogers off their team depth chart ahead of Thursday's game against the Ottawa Redblacks, according to Danny Austin of the Calgary Sun. If you can't trust Austin, you can't trust anyone. Rogers has been dealing with knee issues. It'll keep him out. He's just 27, 200 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns so far this season. A big part of their excellent start. Yes, crank it, Rick Loss. Song of the summer. Stats. Red Black. 7 start. TSX 1, 3, 4, and 5. Locked it!
Major League Baseball announced the 8 competitors in this year's Home Run Derby. Okay, let's take a peek at this. Who do we got? We got Bryce Harper, Jesus Aguilar, who was got voted in by the fans.
Having an incredible season.
Alex Bregman in there, Kyle Schwabe, Freddie Freeman, dual citizen, mom from Peterborough, Ontario.
Max Muncy came out of nowhere for the Doyers. Reese Hoskins of your Philadelphia Phillies. It's going to be a good one. I think that went pretty well. When we come back, the best and worst from Wednesday. It's the Jennies, our favorite and least favorite plays. If you haven't seen it, you're going to love it. It's producer Tim's favorite segment of the show.
Get your Summer League highlights here. Raptors and Nuggets. OG Anunoby had a game-high 19 points on Monday against OKC. Second quarter. Goes off glass. OG takes the feed, lays it in. Anunoby averaging just under 14 points in 3 Summer League games this year. He was just getting started.
Raptors force the turnover. Anunoby, the lob. Oh, gee! Oh, my!
Anunoby had a game-high 22 points. Raps get their first win of the Summer League in an elimination game.
Well, let's go to the Jannies now. And as I mentioned, this is producer Tim's favorite segment in the show. And this is a great way to start it. Juan Martin Del Potro in the 5th set of an incredible quarterfinal match with Rafa Nadal, which he lost.
This is a weird double play we showed you. Jacob deGrom bunts it. Miguel Franco lets it drop, throws to first. Carlos Santana cuts it off, flips to deGrom at first, then starts a rundown, eventually ending with the runner being tagged out. That is a 5-3-4, 6-4 double play if you're scoring at home.
Yeah, and I know everyone is. Or Summer League. Wow. Colin Sexton up top for Marcus Lee. Colin Sexton giving Cavs fans something to be happy about this summer.
Victor Martinez lines one to left. Malik Smith, great diving catch.
Malix is a cool name.
Yanks and Orioles, swinging bunt by Jonathan Scope. Sonny Gray slides, gets up, got him. All in one motion. Love that name, Sonny Gray.
Throwing from his knees, and he gets scope for the play.
Ronald Matarrita. This is Vic again. We don't have Vic's call here, but that was a great goal by Matarrita of New York City Football Club.
Rangers Red Sox ground ball deep into the hole. Elvis Andrus gets it, throws to second. Oh, wow. Look at Odor does the splits. That was overturned on replay. Amazing effort by Odor to keep his foot on the bag.
Foot on the bag.
That was fun.
It was fun, man. This has been a great show so far, and there's more to come.
What do we have?
Well, England fans, Dan, they started out that semifinal match pretty excited.
Yeah.
We've got more on that after the break.
Double-A All-Star game from Trenton, New Jersey. No clue why that was in there. Tebow hitting 364, 12 RBI in his last 19 games.
He's playing well.
His first at bat, he drives one in the opposite field corner for a stand-up double. Tebow earning the selection off a 270 average with 5 homers and 33 RBI with the Binghamton Rhubarb Ponies. I can't read my own writing.
The Rhubarb Ponies.
Rumple Ponies?
What's a rumple pony? And what, for that matter, is a rhubarb pony?
He was 1 for 4. Can you read that?
Rabla pony?
Rambling Ponies?
Rambling pony, Tim?
Binghamton Rambling Ponies.
We're not going to move forward with this show until we get an answer on this. Let's just hang tight.
Okay. We'll get it in a
We
second.
don't have it. Rambling ponies.
Rambling.
That's right. Rambling ponies. Perfect. Lions head coach Wally Buono will not commit to Jonathan Jennings as his starter Saturday against the Blue Bombers. Jennings has yet to pass for more than 200 yards this season. He was picked off twice in a 41-19 loss to Winnipeg the last time BC played. Travis Lulay had off-season surgery. He's been medically cleared to play. Travis Lulay, so much orange in that clip. His t-shirt, his beard, his hair. Friday Night Football is the live mic game of the week. If you haven't watched one of these yet, you have to. And it's a rematch, Argos and Eskimos from last week. This time it's in Edmonton. And then Saturday, Bombers and the aforementioned BC Lions.
And we confirmed it's the Binghamton Rambling Ponies.
No, Rumble Ponies.
Rumble? Rumble Ponies?
Rumble Ponies.
Okay. England fans pretty disappointed their team won't be going to the final on Sunday up until the moment they lost.
That pony keeps talking and talking, and he doesn't get anywhere.
England fans, they were going wild.
How wild? This wild.
Warning, this video contains explicit material not suitable for all soccer fans.
From the guys who brought you Ovechkin Gone Wild, it's England Fans Gone Wild. England Fans Gone Wild features nothing but English soccer fans getting wet and wild. With England getting one win away from the final, these fans were going all out. It's coming home on DVD or VHS today. Just call 999-ENG-FANS and order this 8-disc or 27 VHS set for only $9.99. But wait, do you like devastating defeat? Order now and we'll throw in a DVD of England fans getting emotionally devastated. England Fans Gone Wild.
Order now.
In my defense, how are you supposed to read this? What is that?
That's rhubarb. You should have been a doctor.
So,
That's Rabba Fine Foods Ponies.
Rabba, they have a good thing going.
Sure. It's the worst play of the day. These two enjoying the Cards-White Sox game, and this gentleman's face is covered with mustard. He doesn't know it. But there is mustard there. Now, this is the best part. Someone calls him. They see him on the broadcast. They call him and say, "You've got mustard on your face." We're on TV, he says. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, 3-2.
They say I have something on my face. I do.
Fifth on that list.
He wipes his mouth. Again, not going for the mustard yet. Mustard's by the phone. Still wiping. Mouth. He's like, cheek. Finally, he's got it. And that's the adventures of Mustard Man.
Highlight of the night. Wimbledon. One Martin Del Potro comes to the net against Rafa Nadal. Lays out for the diving volley winner. Incredible play from Delpo. It's your highlight of the night.
So much for you blew it. First of all, I didn't mention who's in the ladies' semifinals on Thursday on TSN at Wimbledon. It's Angelique Kerber against Yelena Ostapenko and Serena against Julia Gerges. There you go. Got that in. Dan, you blew it. Daniel Subasic's name is not Daniel Subasic. You said Tyler Flowers was the lead singer of the Killers. It's Brandon Flowers. You said Tim Tebow played for the Rhubarb Ponies and the Rambling Ponies. He plays for the Rumble Ponies. And you didn't know that the top 10 was embarrassing MLB finishes, even though you said it on camera, on television. Shout out to Matt Morton. Happy birthday in Ottawa. Red Blacks! 7 Eastern! TSN 1, 3, 4, 5.